What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are doing well. What is up, Cinnamon Sarcasm? It's been a while. Been a while since I last streamed. Hello, Tim. Hello, Ryan. What is up, Simon? More of a Hungry Box guy myself, Ryan. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Sahasra. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hello, Kadadra. Hello, Jimmy. Last week, Cinnamon, I was actually, if you didn't see my status, I was actually in California last week, and I don't have stable internet to justify streaming back home. Hello, Samuel. Yes, I am going to be buying both Fast Pass chapters, because I didn't read episode 184. Hello, Aiden. Hello, Animation City. Welcome back, buddy. Hey, Alex. But yeah, so last week I didn't read episode 184. I was back home. So last episode I saw was back when John became king of New Boston. And last time I listed a few things that I think would happen, that needed to happen for us to get the complete thing of John staying at New Boston. I'm trying to remember what the list was, but so John just became king, so I think, if I can remember correctly off the top of my head, he needs to start Turf Wars, which I think he chooses Adrian and Claire to go with him to Turf Wars. Needs to achieve high tier and god tier status. There's that. Hey Miriam, hey Rose, hey Ahis. What is up, Jimmy? Turf Wars, achieve high tier and god tier. Level 7, I think I also listed separately. Fight with his completely destroying his relationship with Claire and Adrian. Adrian seeing Claire confront Zirian, if I remember his name correctly, is who he would have to face to become. I think Zirian is now the Jack. And then the fight with his class, then John getting expelled, if I remember correctly. And actually, real quick, let's see. Okay, so from the last stream, viewer Caroline Arnold helped me think of something. Actually, let me see if I could pull up what she said originally, because it's something I thought of, but she should be given credit for it. I just need to pull up her comment real quick. Here we go. So she commented last week, I feel like Ison wrote the article about John revealing his powers to Ember is now going to Ember is now going to realize that he is the strongest in the school and target him and have him on a way higher threat level due to his ability, because his father wrote UnOrdinary and they could think he is going to become a vigilante. Is that the only one she put? Looks like that's the only one she put. So when she said that, it made me think of something. So freaking Ison publishing the article. Ison has not, most likely, Ison doesn't need to worry about the fact that he pissed off John, guys. John is the least of Ison's concerns right now, because he fucked up a lot bigger than we all realize. The person Ison pissed off the most, I think, is actually Headmaster Vaughn. Because think about it. Vaughn wants all information to stay within the school. He doesn't want authorities getting involved. He doesn't want them to come to the school. He doesn't want news outlets to come to the school. He wants privacy. He wants to keep his students away from them. But now that the information has spread throughout the school, it's going to spread throughout all of Wellston. Keon will most likely be back soon to come after John again. They're most likely going to get a hold of this information that the Joker of the school is who was revealed to be the cripple of the school. Keon's going to be coming back because he knows that John isn't who he said he's been. And Vaughn is going to have to deal with Eisen. Eisen being the one who published the article himself. Eisen will be the cause of authorities coming to the school. And Vaughn is going to have a talk with Eisen. That's what I'm saying right now. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, the reason why I'm saying like the whole thing about how it would get outside of the school is because think about it, when Remy and Arlo and Eisen and Blake were fighting John, it was revealed and spread throughout everywhere that the Royals were sent to the hospital. So that's why I think this news is going to spread. It's going to spread, and clearly Vaughn is not going to like that. So I'm just going to buy episode 184 real quick. But yeah, that's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm thinking the news is going to spread. But yeah. Terrence is Mitch Bade. Okay, so I personally don't believe that it is Terrence who's been stalking everyone this whole time. I think he definitely has a connection to Ember. I think he definitely has a connection to Ember. But I don't think that Terrence himself is a member of Ember. I think it's that one of his family members, most likely his father or someone, has been getting this information for him. And they've been reporting it. Hey, Aaliyah, welcome. Good to see you again. Hello, guinea pig. But yeah, I think it's been one of his family members getting the information for him and giving him the information about Wellston students, like the whole bomb situation at the mall with Remy, Blake, and Eisen. I think that whole thing was just him giving his son information so he can use it to become a good writer or get better stories, get better get better knowledge, or no, not knowledge, like get a better rep with like Cecile and like all the story writers or the newspaper writers. But yeah, even if it is Terrence, John is going to be able to kick his trash because Seraphina was easily able to take out Terrence herself. Like, she knocked him back. If that was Terrence, she knocked back the guy who was following them hella far. So yeah, like, even if Terrence tries to take on John with amplifiers, I don't think he's gonna do too well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna humor the thought that Terrence is number 9. Is it number 9? I think it's number 9, who we don't know yet. So, number 9, what is Zeke's level? So Zeke's level is 4.2. Holden's level is 4.0. He's just level 4. So that means number 9's level has to be 4.1. 4.1 times 1.5, 6.1. Or 6.2, actually. We'll round up. So it's 6.15 with a times 0.15. With times 1.5 multiplier, his ability would shoot up to 6.2. He'd still be weaker than Arlo, technically, because I think Arlo is 6.3. So John and Arlo would easily still be able to take on an amplified Terrence. Not much, Mike. We're just talking about that thing I told you where Eisen has to worry about Vaughn because he published the article and news is probably going to spread. The authorities are probably going to be back. And also someone brought up Terrence again, and I was just saying I don't think it's necessarily Terrence who's the connection to Ember. I think he definitely has a connection to Ember, but I don't think he's working for them. I think it's one of his family members, and one of his family members who's giving him that information on Wellston students, like, hey, these three students were at the mall with this. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's that. And let's see what else. I think that's it. So yeah, last week, John did beat Zirian. He became king, and that's when we saw people start talking behind. No, I definitely don't cosplay, but I do have a Suyu Asui figurine. So no, I don't cosplay. I do kind of want to get into it, though. I do want to try it. But yeah, so we saw students talk behind John's back, like he said when he was talking to William way back when, about how he just wanted them all to shut up, and he like freaked out on them. He got suspended from school, and yeah, and then there was the confrontation between him and Claire, where Claire was like, like, you should probably be more careful, and John was just like, I don't care, like, whatever. And he was like, and also don't talk to me so leisurely, because like I'm the king now, like, and like a low tier telling me what to do, like, that's not gonna fly. So it was sad. But anyway, I've held off long enough on this. So let's jump right into this. 184. Here we go. So we got Claire. She has an ability, and she has a vision, and she looks scared right now. She's like, ugh. That's definitely Zirian's ability. I think it was called Arc Crescent or something. And come on. Okay, I'm going to reload Webtoons real quick. Okay. So yeah, using Zirian's ability, the Arc Crescent or whatever it's called. Not another one. Stop it. I don't want to see them anymore. And she's like holding her head in her hands. Stop showing me. UnOrdinary episode 184. I stopped telling John about my visions, but by that point it no longer made a difference. So guess what? It's him and Claire walking. I went to Turf Wars yesterday, and while I was watching the others fight, I was able to sense everyone's aura at once. Plus, I didn't have my ability active or need to focus on anyone. Wonder what that means. Maybe I leveled up? And she just like, ... Hello? Huh? You're not ignoring me, are you? You better be listening. Yeah. So, anyway. So I was thinking, if I can sense more than one ability at a time, maybe I can copy more than one too. I'll try it out. What's your take? Could be right. He was so in tune with his own ability, he could innovate on his own. He slams his hands on the table. Hey guys! I want you to come watch me at Turf Wars. I picked up some new tricks I want you to see. And her and Adrian just like, ... Huh? I thought Turf Wars was for royals only. Yeah, isn't that against the rules? Oh, come on. What rules? I'm the king of New Boston. I'll do whatever I want. We thought it'd be pretty cool to witness a turf war match, but it all turned out to be a ploy. John used us as a substitute queen and jack. Without the other royals present, there was no pressure on him to share these matches with them. John soaked up all the experience for himself and trained as much as he wanted. Like I said, taking them to Turf Wars. Oh, is this it? I think this might be it, where like Claire, where he attacks Adrian and train as much as he wanted. She's like ... Things continued like this for a while, and pretty soon John was able to hold two abilities at once. Oh, that wasn't Zirian's ability. This is the flashback she was just having, I think, where this is a different ability. It's like kind of similar to Zirian's, but like it's like swirling around him or something. Then 3. Is that fire? It's like it's kind of like an impact one, like one of the bad guys have. Like I think it was either from Remy's or Blake's endeavors as a hero. The more powerful he grew, the more he boasted, and the more violent he became. It was painful to watch, and he just took down all of them, like Seraphina. And she just looking down. I didn't want to see him like that anymore. Come on! You're really gonna bail on me like this? And he just has his arms folded. John, I've already told you so many times. I don't like it when you go overboard with those guys. Seriously? I think you're totally overreacting. But whatever. I guess I'll try to go easy on them. Even though they don't deserve it. Really? You promise this time? Don't get all sappy. And she's just like, you coming or not? Yeah. It had been so long since I'd seen John win a fight without blooding his opponent. I wanted to be able to root for him without feeling guilty. I wanted to be able to celebrate with him again. Hey, John. Want to grab a drink before we go? ... Fine. She's smiling. I don't know what I expected. She drops her drink. I wanted to believe him. But he just wouldn't stop. He didn't listen to a word I said. And he's beating them all up again, just wailing on them. And Adrian's just like, ... Adrian turning to him. Huh? Adrian! And he pushes him. John, stop! Huh? Adrian, did you just push me? Who the hell do you think you are? John, please. This needs to stop. You're taking it too far. They haven't done anything to you. This is the one. This is that flashback that Keon showed him. You're taking it too far. They haven't done anything to you. And John just looking down. Let's just call it for today and head back. You've already won. Shut up! What the hell do you know? And he punches Adrian right in the face. Don't you dare tell me what to do! This is turf wars. And Claire's just like, if I don't beat the shit out of them, then they'll do it to me. Is that what you want? Guys, stop it! That's how shit works. But of course you wouldn't know, because you get the luxury of hiding behind me all the time. Hey, cut it out! And she grabs his arm. That's enough. We're on the same side. Yep, this is the one. And John elbows her. Let go! Don't stand in my way! And he slaps her too. What the hell is wrong with you two? I'm out here boasting new Boston status while trying to master my ability. And you're both yelling at me and rooting for the opposite school? No. Wow. Way to have my back. That's not the point, John. Those students stopped fighting back ages ago. Why can't you be civil and stop hitting everyone while they're down? Because everyone hit me when I was down. But you don't have to be like them. Quiet! I'll do whatever I want. Whatever the hell I want. She's ... That's when I knew. And she looks down. That's when I knew. Nothing we said would get through to him. He was too absorbed with his own strength. Following that incident, I started avoiding him. And it's a shot of like, kind of... Sort of like them back to back, looking away from each other. Needless to say, it wasn't long before I was replaced. Oh, and he's talking to another girl, damn. But I tried my best not to let it bother me. As time went on, the school situation only got worse. So the girl he's talking to kind of has a haircut similar to what Claire has right now. Actually, very similar, but she has like orangish yellow hair. The school situation only got worse. New Boston High School. Students were terrified of John, and it's him like surrounded everyone, and everyone's uneasy. People refuse to talk or even be around him. If anyone so much as looked at him strangely. And it's him wailing on a kid that looks like a mix between Terrence and Arlo. he'd make sure to punish them for it. Enough, John! And a teacher that kind of looks like Adrian, similar hairstyle, only a little shorter. And he's pulling him off of him. And John's just like, ugh! He was so problematic that even the staff had trouble dealing with him. Regardless, our principal refused to penalize him. Because as the strongest student in the region, John brought New Boston High School a lot of recognition. And it's him at the turf war location. Nobody could stop him. No student, no staff, not even the school's administration. John was unstoppable. Even though I had stopped hanging out with him, John's reputation still stuck with me. Look, it's John's lapdog. And she's just walking around and everyone's talking bad about her. Well, not anymore. She's been by herself lately. I wouldn't be surprised if she was disposed of. Guess her little visions aren't doing him any more good. Oh, that was a girl who said that. I wouldn't be surprised if she was disposed of. Guess her little visions aren't doing him any good anymore. Wow, John's so ruthless. He really doesn't care about who isn't useful to him? He really doesn't care about anyone who isn't useful to him, huh? Well, I don't feel bad for her. I mean, isn't she the one who made him like this to begin with? Dang. Because it's a different region. I think Wellston and New Boston are in different states. Let's go with that. It's her fault the school's in such a mess. They weren't even wrong. New Boston was in shambles because of me and my stupid visions. And she's just sitting alone in a fetal position. I created a monster. And she's crying. I wanted to stop John so badly, but I didn't know what to do. Huh? Another vision. Until I had my final vision of him. A lot of people were commenting or saying that I think it might have been one of the other Jokers too. I think it might have been Stafford Digi or someone. People were saying Claire had a vision of John being beaten by the Jack, and because of we know what happens at New Boston, people assumed it wasn't a vision of New Boston. It was a vision of him getting beaten by Blake, since Blake has been training. But this is showing him versus his classmates. And Zirian's there too, so I was right there. So yeah, so Claire, Zirian, Adrian isn't. Adrian is there. Is that Adrian? Adrian might be there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At least 9. But there could be 11 if Uru just drew like random other people, like just random heads like she normally does for like school crowds and stuff. And she's ... Maybe I had a chance of getting through to him. And it's a picture of when they were talking. He's like talking about his ability and smiling. Maybe I had a chance of getting through to him after all. Ring, ring, ring. The next day, as soon as school ended, I went to look for Zirian. Huh? And Adrian sees her running. Hey, Claire, it's been a while. Oh, that's right. Adrian has been with John since day 1. So he was still hanging out with John. Claire was replaced. Or Claire left. So he's just like, huh? ... And it's Zirian. Zirian! Huh? What do you want? I want to help you take John down. What? Is this some kind of prank? Sheesh, get a life. No, I'm serious. I know that you and everyone else have had enough of him. And I don't want him to continue like this either. Who are you trying to fool? You're the one who helped John get to where he is. In fact, give me one reason why I shouldn't rip you apart right now. I knew he wouldn't believe me easily, but I had to convince him. I had to lie. Oh, okay. Okay, she's saying she's lying. Okay. Oh! But hold up, let me read this first before I get into it. Last night I had a vision. The two of us teamed up and dethroned John. ... So, you gonna turn on him? I was the one who caused all of this, so it was my responsibility to put an end to it. ... That's right. Because I want control more than anything else. I haven't told anyone this, but I knew exactly how strong John would become long before the two of us met. So I took advantage of him while he was weak and alone. And Adrian's hearing this. ... I thought that if I helped him early, he'd stay loyal to me no matter what. But I was wrong. He went and got a mind of his own. And Adrian's hearing this. And Adrian sinks down too. So that's the kind of person you are. And all this time, I thought you and John were actually friends. Turns out you were just using him. And Adrian's like, sad. Adrian. The moment you find a better option, you just stab him in the back? You're disgusting. No wonder you two made such a good team. You're both power-hungry snakes. She's ... Syrian, please work with me. And she clenches her fist. Together we'll defeat him and take control of New Boston again. ... You are the worst kind of person. I swear, if it weren't for the fact that John was running the school into the ground, I'd never associate with someone like you. I'll need to think about this. Guess we'll be in touch. And he just walks away with his hands in his pocket. UnOrdinary episode 184. End. All right. So, she lied about them dethroning John. She just saw them going up against John. And she lied about why she really confronted John. And Adrian believed it. Okay. Okay. So. Yeah. Intense. Definitely intense. But man, like, I'm glad Zirian called her out. Because she's not doing the best job of, like, showing what kind of person she is. She just wants peace. But, yeah, Adrian is not a snitch. He's a bro. Even though, unfortunately, John doesn't see it that way. Even though John doesn't, unfortunately, see it that way, Adrian's a homie. And I respect that shit. But, yeah. So, she lied about... So, what Adrian heard was a lie. What he told John... What he told John wasn't the truth. Because he didn't lie to John. He just said what he heard. Claire lied. But, yeah. Man. Adrian was a homie. Adrian's hella homie. Oh, man, we never find out Adrian's ability. Dang it, Uru, why you gotta be like that? Let's get right into it, guys, though. Let's get right into it. Episode 185. Here we go. Oh, shit, there's a lot of people. It's the turf war location. Or it's somewhere. There's more than 9 people here, guys. Okay. So. What's taking so long? Yeah, I'm getting sick of waiting. Claire, Zirian. That's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's at least 17 people in this crowd. So, yeah. You better show up. I didn't bring all these people here for nothing. Don't worry. Remember, everyone. When he gets here, make sure not to activate your abilities. We'll talk first. Jeez, shut up already. Why do we have to listen to her? Does she even know what she's talking about? Fight only if we have to. UnOrdinary episode 185. we don't see his conversation with Adrian because that Claire wasn't there for that. So it's John walking. Oh, she doesn't say the part where, like, she left him a note and shit. Wait. Doesn't necessarily make sense like that. Because if John didn't want to associate with her anymore, and if he was trying to replace her, why would he care if she left a note? That's a weird one right there. I don't understand that one. But okay, let's just get into it. So he's just walking. Tap, tap, tap. Huh? ... question mark. And it's the very vision. Claire? What the hell is this? John, I called you here because I wanted to show you. This is a fraction of the students who have been mistreated under your leadership. We've all had enough of your abuse. You're hurting too many people. It's time for you to stop. ... You really went and did it, huh? You backstabbing bitch! You actually rallied a bunch of people behind my back? ... I couldn't believe it. Even when confronted by a horde of students who hated him, students who were all victim of his violence and bullying, he was still oblivious to all the pain he had caused us. Not even a shred of remorse. John, you idiot! Why can't you just understand? Oh, shut the fuck up! You're the idiot! You're all fucking idiots. Banding against me won't do anything. Weaklings like you could never take me down. I knew it. Talking won't do shit with this kid. He's not gonna listen, and they all start activating their abilities. He never has. Whatever, we have the numbers. Just beat his ass. And Claire, wait, no! He's provoking you guys on purpose. It's part of his strategy. Don't fall for it! Wait a minute. So Claire never said that. She never said the real reason I had you brought out here was to put you down. I guess that was just John hearing Claire's words through, or hearing Arlo's words through Claire. It was just another instance of, like, her and Remy when that happened. Or an instance with him and Seraphina when that happened. Huh. Well. That was chapter, I want to say 150, not 50. I want to say chapter 54. It was when him and Arlo, he thought Arlo was going to be his friend and shit. Damn, am I too good? No. Damn. Okay, wait. Real quick. What does Claire actually say? Okay, yeah. So I think Claire, it could just be a retcon of that part. It could just be a retcon of that. But John does have a history of hearing Claire when other people are speaking. We have seen that before. So what she says in this chapter is, John, I called you here because I wanted to show you. She never says, I'm here to put you down. But in episode 150 or in episode 54, I did get it right. I'm just too good. I'm too good. John, the real reason I called you here. So that's what he sees Claire say in episode 154. But Arlo himself does say, the real reason I brought you here today is to put you down. Man. Guys, I'm just too good. So anyway, let's continue. So yeah, students start rushing him. Don't fall for it. Who cares? He can't beat all of us. Get him. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me just do a comparison. Let me do that comparison. Okay, so this has to be during this part. Okay, so crap. How do I put pictures? I don't know how to do pictures, guys. I need to figure that out. But this is when this is when Wanky and Elena and all those guys were ganging up on him, episode 42. So this is basically that shot. Let's see. So there's Claire standing there. It's basically the same picture. But John has his powers activated. There's Claire in the background, but she's not standing like with her fist like to her side. She's standing like oh my god, what the hell just happened? Yeah, this is a really good. It's cool to see what the vision is actually, what the memory is actually like. So episode 154, it's basically that, and there's even the kid like flying in the air, which is hilarious. I love that. Everyone, stop! And Claire, that's Claire. No. And so people are I hope we see this fight. Show us this fight. Come on. Don't. Oh, come on. Oh. When did the chapter start? When did it start? Ah, no. Don't end. I want to see this fight. The thumbnail is the very picture that we've all seen, the monster scene. Okay, let's keep this up. No. So they're rushing him, and John's got his powers activated. They severely underestimated him. So this girl, he's kind of doing like the Zeke thing, only his whole skin's not purple or black. It's just his arm this time, and the girl's like punching him. She's got like, it's some type of power-up ability, I guess. The moment they activated their abilities, it was over. Okay, so we're not getting the whole fight, but we're getting some action shots, which I'll accept. I'll accept. So, punches into the ground, creating like a shockwave, and like cracks it underneath him. Ugh. Oh, fuck, that's an epic shot. Oh my god, that is so epic. Okay, so I really like this shot. So it's basically like an earthbending form that John's doing right now, where like you punch the ground and like it just like cracks and spreads. But like this shot is so clean. It's like a close-up shot of John after he does it, and like the face he's making right now is just so intense. And she's like, ugh. He was too strong for any of us to stop. And then he knees another kid straight in the face. That's a 10, right? No, it's just a face shot, but I'm going to give it a solid 8. The epicness of this one picture, or this one, like, what is it? Screen shot, 8. So then he knees another kid in the face, like right in the chin. And just like before, and I guess he has some kind of claws activated right now too. So it's kind of like he just like passed 2 people. He's kind of like this, and there's 2 people in the air who just got slashed apart. It looks like. All I could do was stand and watch as he demolished everyone. Now he's using Zirian's ability, Crescent Blade, Arc Crescent. I forget what it's called. Okay. My plan had failed. There was no bringing him back. And she just falls to her knees. And this is it, guys. This is it. So she's on her knees, and John's just like looking down on her. Hold up. I'm gonna try my best John voice right now. Let's see. Alright. You guys ready for this? Alright. Claire. Why did you turn everyone against me? Oh. This isn't the one. I thought it was gonna be the one where he's like, Claire, I thought you had more foresight than that. So no. Claire. Why did you turn everyone against me? She just looks down, ... And he grabs her hair. Ah! Answer me! You turned against yourself! Have you seen yourself? And you're just like looking down her, ... Let go! And he pushes her. And she slaps him, like when Sarah slapped him. Take a look at what you've become. You're always looking for reasons to hurt others. You don't care about anyone but yourself. And he just looks down at her. You're a tyrant and a hypocrite. You don't deserve any of the power you have now. I never should have helped you. I wish I never met you. Shut up. Make me. Go ahead and beat me like you did everyone else. And he grabs her by the collar. I said, shut the fuck up. Monster. And he just punches her. I don't know what happened afterward. But when I woke up in the when I awoke in the hospital, I was told that Adrian had followed John to the field's location. Okay, so like one punch and she was sent to the hospital. Okay, alright. And John looks behind him and sees Adrian. Adrian? Why are you here? And he's got his phone out. ... Beep. And he's like texting something. Hey, what the hell are you doing? And after witnessing what John had done to our classmates, he promptly called the authorities. Yes, I'd like to report an incident. There's a rampaging high tier. Don't you dare turn on me too! Stop it! And he rushes to Adrian. I'll fucking kill you! In an open field, very close to New Boston High School. His name is John. Please hurt! And he demolishes John. And he demolishes Adrian. And we're back to the present, guys. I still remember the last words he said to me before bashing my skull in. Why would you betray me like this? Did I really mean nothing to you? He had the gall to ask me that, when he was the one who betrayed us. He took advantage of us, used us and treated us like his servants. After the terrible things he did to the school. And she's crying, and it's Seraphina in her room now. He only felt sorry for himself? He still thought of himself as the victim? Sarah's just ... I hated the mistreatment more than anyone else. After he gained power, he could have changed so much. But instead, he became just like the rest of them. Worse even. I spent almost 2 years trying to talk sense into him, and not a single word got through. In the end, I couldn't even undo my own mistake. Ah, shit, sorry. I didn't think I'd get so worked up over this. It's alright. Damn, how embarrassing. And she starts rubbing his eyes. We just met and I'm bawling like a child. Tears, stop! Hey, Claire. It's not your fault. You don't need to blame yourself for the choices he made. And so, I don't think your efforts were a waste. John did change. Huh? Yes! Yes! Sarah knows. She realizes. She knows it's not a lie. She knows it wasn't a lie. He enrolled into Bostin as a cripple. Most likely because of you. And back when we were friends, he would always preach about equality and treating others with respect. That's refreshing to hear. Sadly, whether he's changed or not doesn't really matter now, does it? Otherwise, you wouldn't have had to call me. Let me ask, what kind of trouble is John causing over there? Relentless climbing the ranks? Hospitalizing students and instilling fear? Causing unnecessarily chaos? All of the above. Yeah, I figured. Seraphina, I want you to forget everything you know about John for a moment and recognize exactly what you're dealing with. This isn't the first time John has gone through this destructive path. Putting your faith in him will lead to disappointment. Trying to talk sense into him will earn you a beating. The John you're dealing with is a selfish tyrant. He does whatever he pleases and answers to everything with power and violence. Jeez. When I contacted you, this isn't what I expected to hear. Sorry to disappoint. And she's thinking, I didn't know John's past would be this dark. How do I even move forward with this? Hey, has John really defeated everyone over at Bostin? Well, technically no. Then who's left? What rank are they? ... Me. I'm Bostin's rank 1. Oh, well that's a surprise. You don't act like it though. What's holding you up? You can't stop him. Claire's gonna start helping Seraphina. She's gonna get visions of Seraphina, how to get her ability back. I'm calling that shit. I'm calling it. You worried you can't stop him? Actually, I never once thought about going up against him. Plus, combat really isn't an option for me at the moment. Why's that? My ability's been compromised. I'm working on restoring it. Compromised? How is that even possible? It's a long story. I'll tell you some other time. It's getting pretty late here. Wow, I haven't even noticed. Sounds thrilling. Alright, I'll hold you to it. And she gives her a thumbs up. Give me a call when you're back at full power. I will. UnOrdinary episode 185. End. I called it. Episode 185 and we're out of the flashbacks. But Sarah, I think this is showing that Sarah will get her ability back. I think this is foreshadowing. But yeah, this was super epic. I'm sad that we didn't get to see all of the fight between John and New Bostin, but the action shots were still pretty good. If UnOrdinary ever gets adapted into an anime, which I'm sure it will eventually, I hope they don't pull a Lemillion and just show like the slideshow for this fight, like when Lemillion was fighting Overhaul. I hope we actually see this fight like fully animated. I think it would be so epic. But yeah, no, yeah, I'm calling it right now, guys. Seraphina has Layla, who's going to be helping her how to figure out how to restore her ability. Claire's going to get a vision for Seraphina for how to restore her ability. But I think we're going to start seeing more of Claire. Just like everyone wanted. Everyone wanted to see more Claire, and I think we're going to get more Claire. But yeah. I guess that is going to be it. Now, I don't think Seraphina can necessarily beat John, but considering how much like there's been a comparison to Seraphina and John, like became strongest student in the school within second year, able to take down multiple opponents at a turf war by themselves, considering how many similarities there are between them, I think it's going to be like a Naruto Sasuke kind of thing, where like one, they're evenly matched. They can take on the other. So what I think is going to happen, Seraphina's going to get her, like I said, I still say John can see her ability, can copy her ability. There's physical feedback with her ability. People turn gray. And also there's the gear mechanic that shows whenever she rewinds. So I think John can very much copy Sarah's ability. But also, I think the way it's going to go, once he copies her ability, they're both going to freeze each other. I think that's how it would go. But I honestly don't know where we're going to go from here. I got no idea, guys. Your guys' guess is as good as mine. But this was so good. Man. Yeah, little discrepancies with what we've seen in the past chapters, but the new Bostin arc, the new Bostin flashback arc, I loved. This is a 10 out of 10 arc. We saw John's rise to power. We saw what he became. We saw his demise. And we basically know everything else that happens. We know. Like, he went with Keon, he went with them. We saw all that through John's eyes. So I guess this actually does somewhat debunk what I said about Keon. About how Keon messed with John's memories. This does debunk that. But yeah. I'm also very happy Seraphina knows John did change. Now, Claire is right. The John right now isn't who John wanted to be. He is back to his old self. That is the John that Seraphina is dealing with. But John has changed before. He does have faith that people can change. But yeah. I think overall Uru did a very good job of like tying up what we were told in the past and like what we've heard in the past. But yeah. I think that's gonna be it. Oh, I don't think I brought this up, but this does also tie into the whole thing with him not being able to copy Junie's ability. This does tie back to that. But I have no idea what's gonna happen next week, guys. Like, literally no idea. Uru, if you're watching this, which I think you most likely are, maybe, fantastic job. This was beyond awesome. And also, guys, I'm a little late to the bandwagon, but I just decided to do it now since I was going to be streaming today anyway. What is the anniversary? Let's see. Uru posted about it on Twitter the other day. Fourth year anniversary, May 24th. So yeah, happy anniversary to UnOrdinary. I am very glad to be part of the community and be able to read this fucking awesome series. And yeah, the prologue, episode 1 and episode 3 were uploaded on the 23rd of May. Anyway, regardless, happy 4th year anniversary to UnOrdinary. And Uru, fantastic job. Thank you for all that you do. And thank you for an amazing series. And also, real quick, let's give a shout out to the people who helped Uru out, especially on this last chapter. So, quick shout out to the staff behind UnOrdinary, being Komikaki Studio, Kakias, Delia Monti, and Stella Violari Art. Big shout outs to you guys as well for helping Uru make an awesome series. And yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Happy anniversary to UnOrdinary. And geez, I have no idea what's going to happen next. Honestly, no clue. Where are we going to go from here? Are we finally going to see John confront Ison? Are we going to see more people talk about John in the series? Or, sorry, around school? I don't know. But it's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you all have enjoyed it. And I will be seeing you all next time. So, see you guys next week. Check me out on Twitter. Feel free to join our Discord. And be sure you give UnOrdinary a read. Until next week, guys.